Going.
Good. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Great. How does the quality sound?
Quality sounds fine.
Awesome. I just had to do some MacGyvering on this computer. And I'm glad it's working.
Damn, MacGyvering. And that's like, ooh, how did you... That's like, I feel like that's a reference a lot of people wouldn't get nowadays, so... I see,
Indeed.
I guess you hard read that I'm ancient. That's fair. I see how it is.
Like minds. Like minds.
Alright, so... It isn't every day that I get to sit down with the mightiest of the Kirbys. What do you got for me today? You said you were doing VOD review.
Yeah, I don't know about the mightiest, but definitely
I'm reasonably sure.
definitely one of the Kirbyest. I don't know.
I'm reasonably sure. But okay, you be modest if you want.
Let's see.
Yeah, so what are we... so usually with VOD review can sometimes go longer depending on how much is in there, so I would suggest starting with whatever we want to go over, like whatever's most important, okay?
Yeah, I think so my first stop today is going to be the matches that I played last night, right? Monday night?
Mm-hmm.
Which was on some Fox. So I had some situations come up versus this Fox in the tournament last night. And they're like getting to repeat situations, and I'm understanding where I want to go to what I can do to improve. Like, for example, but I feel like I want to get some more of your input on it as well, just because I'm finding these situations happening frequently.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I'm trying to get what I really need help with, especially is like in neutral.
Okay.
I feel like I'm getting some ideas on how I want to bait people in, and some ways to mix up my own timings.
Sure.
And I have them all written down. Yeah, pull that up.
Yeah.
So, let me see. Yeah, so like I said, I feel like I have a clear path towards what I can do right now to improve playing versus Fox.
Okay.
And that is basically, I feel like I should always be, I want to be like 99% consistent on SDIing my up throw up airs.
Yep, that's very valuable.
And then, which I feel like maybe I'm 50% consistent on. Feels like I get some of them, but...
Mechanically, you know how to SDI, right?
Right. I get the idea.
So how do you do it?
So for me, basically what I'm doing is I'm flicking the stick up and then to the right, basically in one quarter turn motion.
Okay, yeah, that is one way you can do it.
On the first hit of up air.
Yeah, that is one way you can do it.
And then I think that I'm finding an issue I'm finding with it is that I'm not being consistent on it. Maybe it's because like different percentages lead to different timings. And I'm sort of like just practicing with Uncle Punch getting one timing at 0 for an up throw up air.
Yeah.
You know? I think one thing that I've been thinking about, and this is where it leads into neutral too, is like where I'm in this position, I'd really just rather not be up thrown at all. Because once I'm up there, even if I SDI out, the Fox can just do another one, or jump up there and do a back air. Fox has so much time, and I am in a terribly disadvantaged position that I have to be very careful how I get back down, and I have no real way to contest Fox on the way down.
Right, but I think that we have to be also realistic about like whether or not we're going to be able to like avoid getting grabbed by Fox forever. Like I know that because like, you know, it's bad to be above Fox, right? But that's also where he puts us when he hits us, like frequently. Yeah, so I think that it's good to limit the amount that he can do his key open ups. Like that is valid. But let's prevent that from happening. I don't know about that one. Fox is pretty good, and like, and everyone can win mix-ups, you know?
Right. Yeah, I appreciate that. I think, so and like I said, I have some ideas that Oh, another thing about up throw up air. So in my research, it seems like this is just me like watching like HBox or somebody. It feels like to me sometimes Hungry Box will be like mashing up throw, mashing SDI in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of how it times, he's just already pressing it six times. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, so like...
Is that another way you could do it? Just sort of click, 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 click.
Well, I mean, like, you see that I'm doing here. Like, you see that I'm getting out of this, right? Like,
yep.
You got a good amount of the time. So I'm just doing the same input, like I'm just moving the stick, like, back and forth, like, along a certain point here. Let me show you with, like, what I'm doing, like, with the input display. So the way that Smash DI works mechanically is that when the controls... Wait, where's frame it? Okay, so does it... No, okay, good, it just keeps it. So when we move the stick past, like, imagine there's like a middle, like a smaller circle about halfway through the stick. Like, through the stick box. So when you're in a neutral position and you go past that inner circle, that is one Smash DI input.
Right.
And then the other time that happens is, like, you see how there's like there's the coordinates, like you have the four cardinal directions, like up, down, left, right. There's when past the dead zone. So like the dead zone is the areas in the game, like on the control stick gate, where it feels like you can push the stick sideways and down, but it does not produce an angled wave dash. It produces an air dodge to the side because there's like that area that, like, there's certain values that are missing on the stick box itself. Like, it doesn't have a full 360-degree angle, right? So when we pass those points, like here and here, that all, like on the up, down, left, right, that also produces Smash DI. So a common thing to do with this in mind is to do it like you go to side, down, up, like that. You kind of like wiggle between these 2 points, like that.
Oh, okay.
So that is how I'm getting the Smash DI on this up throw up air.
Right.
See what I mean?
Because we don't have to return the stick to center to get like more than one.
No, you can just wiggle it. You can just wiggle.
As long as we're wiggling it past that. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can just keep doing it past like past the points. So what I will do for you is I think I might have a stick map that has like a stick map diagram that has those. I will double check it after this session because I don't remember if I do or don't. But if I do, I will send it to you. I'll just send it to you over Discord so you have it, and so you can kind of like see what it looks like and like understand what your input could be to like and how you could like because you know your hands better than I do. But yeah, that's how it works. Yeah.
So along those same lines, so it sounds like it's not like I need to on reaction. I feel like what I'm doing is I'm gonna damage this stick eventually. Like I'm trying to, as fast as I can, jam the stick up and then quarter circle to the right. Mm-hmm. It's like if my stick is already in that position, say just to the right, and then I'm just start wiggling from there.
Yeah, going back and forth past the dead zone with wiggling, that's probably
kind
better.
Of like trying to, rapid fire the SDI input whenever it occurs.
Yeah.
It's not like I have to do it on reaction, right? I can just sort of...
If you know that they're doing a Smash DI-able move, preparing in advance absolutely works. Like, how do you think Wank DI works, right? Like, it's not like you're doing that on reaction. You're doing it because you think that they're going to do the thing, so you're priming yourself for it. There is still a reactive component in the sense that you have to have your inputs overlap the attack somewhat, in a valid manner, but, like, it's not... Smash DI is, like... A lot of times it is a prediction. A lot of times, low-key, it's a prediction.
Right. And that's one of the keys to my counter Fox gameplay right now is that one is up throw up air, and then I think I want to get, so I'm going to practice that. I think that's awesome. I'm going to get way more consistent with up throw up air SDI. Mm-hmm. The other thing is that I feel like in neutral situations where I'm trying to take some space, I find that it could just be mix-ups, but at the same time, I think I could be doing things better on the mix-ups. And that is like short hop dare and short hop nair. And basically, I was practicing doing some SDI on short hop dare yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I find that I'm getting into these positions where I'm getting shield pressured, and I'm not gonna roll.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want there to be 0 rolls on my stats.
Why?
At the end of the match. But I want to roll when I need to really roll. You know.
Okay, true.
That's what I mean. It's like my goal is I want to roll when I need to.
Okay,
and
that's
I don't
a very different goal. But like I'm glad to clarify because that's a very different goal.
Right. And I am being a little dramatic. You know?
Sure.
I will roll. So one thing that I think I need to do is like it seems like for Fox shield pressure, let's say. Or just neutral in general. Like, I feel like if I'm stuck in shield, Fox comes in with a short hop dare. Like, short hop nair, shine, short hop dare, shine.
Oh.
And I'm thinking he's trying to read my roll and punish me from there.
So he's going for down air after he's going for down air shine on shield?
Yeah, I think so. Sometimes.
Oh. You can just wave dash out. You can wave dash out between the drill and the shine there.
That's where you can wave dash out, right?
Mm-hmm. You can also shield grab it if he's hit you with the drill at any point.
Right, if it's stale at all, we can shield grab, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, so my other option there, I think, is because it gets tricky, right? Because there's so many things. So my other option there is I could roll, I guess, but and the wave dash out, that's a timing that I want to practice too. I'm gonna write that down. I didn't have that. I wasn't sure if I could realistically wave dash out or if I'm going to get clipped.
Yeah, so I would say, like, I'll make a note of that. So, Fox pressure. So, Fox pressure 1. Wave dash out of... Like, so, do you know, between dare and shine timing? So, I think that here... So, the question we have here is, like, how do we get out of Fox's pressure when he's pressuring our shield? When he's pressuring our shield.
Right.
So... I would say, in general, with Fox, you want to act after the shine. Acting after the shine is, like, generally, as a default, is generally, in my experience, more reliable and more effective than acting after the aerial. Unless it's, like, something like drill, where we know it's, like, always, like, fine to do that. And the reason for that, for me, is just... No, the reason for that is just... In the case of like this, in the case of in the case of shines in general, right? The things that Fox does after shine are like the shine is actually is a sort of commitment in a way because you don't have the freedom of dash out of it. You do have to like transition into a jump based action. So like with that in mind, like. Fox's way, like when Fox does like low nair shine on your like to attack you, especially as Kirby with your like very low jump squat, like I think that there's a lot of like things that I think you can probably wave dash out on that like other characters can't. So I would say like refining that timing to like as best as you can is where I would start. Like the other thing here is that like realistically, what is he doing to punish like assuming you're wave dashing back or like wave dashing away from him, like if he's say behind you or whatever, like whatever side he's on, you're going you're going away from him. What does he realistically do to like catch you in that situation or like call out a wave dash? Like I feel like at that point, assuming you're getting it somewhat regularly after the shine, like the only thing he would have is like wave dashing towards where you go. But that's a call out, or maybe double shine because I think that you actually would avoid like, I think if executed properly, you should be avoiding shine JC grab too because it's only +1 if the shine is like max, like it only beats shield grabs by like 1 frame if he has a fresh shine, so that which means that he's hitting on 6, but you move from your wave dash on like 4, so yeah, I think that you should be fine on that too.
Yeah, it should work. I think that makes sense, and that's something I need to practice. I think so it's definitely going on the list, because if I can consistently get out of dare shine, like, because like sometimes I think if I'm gonna, it might not just be that he's trying to shield pressure me, but just like he's going for a dare, and I get the shield up in time, you know. So like from there, it's like, okay, I want to be able to consistently wave dash out, and it's a timing that I'm not used to. Because I was not doing it. I don't know if it comes up on this matches that I had in mind, but yeah, because Wave Dash OS, Kirby's Wave Dash OS is secretly so good. because he gets so small.
I don't think it's a secret. He's like, it's insane. Like, it's so...
Yeah, it's really good.
Godlike.
Really nice. And this happens a lot versus Falco, too. I'll, like, wave dash OS on, like, a Dare Shine versus Falco, and sometimes, like, the Falco will try to call it, and then the Shine's just not big enough to hit me.
Yeah.
Like, the actual hitbox just whiffs, and I'm right there, you know, sometimes. But, so, the other thing I was thinking about was SDI on the Dare. So, like, sometimes it feels like people will jump into Fox Dare as a counterplay to Dare.
Yeah.
And I'm not finding that working for me at all. I feel like I get dragged down into Dare, and then I'm just getting hit on the ground for a normal hit stun. You know, where it seems maybe I'm doing something wrong, but it seems like to me like I'm jumping into Dare and I'm not getting able to do anything afterwards. You know? Not like with Falco Dare, where if I jump and then get hit by it, I'm free to move about the cabin.
Yeah, no, like I hear what you're saying. Like I hear what you're saying on that, like in that way, because I feel like so Fox's down air, jumping into it is not as good as people think. The problem with jumping into it is that there's still multiple hits. So if Fox lands before you do, because again his moves are weaker, like his down air is weaker, or if he has like a hit and like a follow up hit that overlaps with your character's landing animation, he will still get he will still generally be fine.
Yeah, that's what's happening to me. I feel like most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking jump is like okay, and I should be able to move from there, but I should be able to at least do something, and I'm just getting converted on, you know.
Yeah, no, like that's not you that's not you being bad or anything. That's just like that is just the that's just like the character.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's just a Fox thing. So okay, so right, because I was thinking that maybe that's an option. Because one thing I don't want to do is like, you know, sit and shield for too long or be too obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like I'm thinking.
Also, while we were talking, I decided I built something. Let me show you quickly.
Oh, sure. Sounds good.
Yeah. Obviously, this is TAS, but...
Let me see. I can't see it.
Click our names. Like, in the direct messages. Yeah.
Got it. Oh, smart.
Yeah.
So now, similarly, if he went like Dare, Shine, Grab, we're probably very safe away from that, right?
Well, yeah, I would think so. Like, I can make him do that.
Because that's 2 frames later than a frame later than a short hop air, or maybe around the same frame timing.
It would be around the same frame timing.
Because it would be 2 frames. I mean.
No. They hit on this like. So it would be like it hits sooner, because 1, 2, 3 frame jump scot. It would hit like a little bit sooner, but it's also closer to his body. I mean, like we can we can test it really quickly. So let's see here. I just need to know like what timing he did this at. So like actually, you know what? Let's just like assume that he did this like right away. So. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So boom. Okay, boom. And then that looks good. Okay, boom, boom. Hit lag should be done, and then we do this. Okay, so he's not wave dashing out, which means there must have been a delay with it. So like what we'll do is we will do a slot 2 recording. And then we'll just TAS it. So let's wait. Let's see what happens.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, we're just going to use TAS because like it's easier to check.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4. So we're on our first frame of 2, 3. Yep, we got out.
Smart.
I was actually a frame imperfect there too. Like I accidentally messed up and like let go of my shield for a frame, so like I went into that, but we're still got out.
That's awesome.
So yeah, like wave dash out of shield, like super critical after the shine. I actually think the only thing he can get us with there, from what I'm seeing, is maybe a second shine will get us for sure, because it'll snag us in the jump squat frames. But the thing is, his movement out of the airborne shine that follows is slower. So it's not. I feel like if they're like chasing us after that, then like okay, cool.
It's not as bad as yeah. I see. Okay, cool. Like, yeah, I wasn't sure. I'm not so good at doing this labbing like this too. You know, I'm really bad at it. I'm learning. You know, I'm figuring it out. Yeah. It's taking me a long time.
What I would suggest. So, what is it about labbing that like gives you trouble? Because like I can tell you, like, I can give you a quick tip about like how I did this. Like I can tell you how I did this.
Could you walk me through it? That'd be awesome.
Yeah. So like okay. So as a rule of thumb, if you're not sure about like how to do a character's actions, just do them perfectly. Like it is worth it to spend the time like in frame by frame. Like, using frame advance to, like, just basically make sure that everything runs properly. So, in this example, like, we're not really interested, we don't really care about this drill. We know the drill is, like, the drill is really just something we're doing to, like, set up everything else. Because if we wanted to manually control Kirby, for example, and try to, like, practice this timing, then the drill being in front actually makes this a lot easier for us to do that. Because, A, it simulates something that's happening in the match, but more importantly, it gives us a little bit of a timing window. So like we can kind of like prime ourselves for the action we're going to be doing, which is wave dashing out of shield after the shine. So that's the first thing I call attention to. Then after that, it's just like, yeah, we just have Kirby do we have each character do their actions. I find in general, it's good to have whoever's like attacking, have them go first. And then, yeah, like, just make sure the defender is doing the thing that they're supposed to be doing, whatever that is. And then, yeah, it's just a matter of, like, you usually will, like, alternate, like, these two things when you're doing the recording and playback steps, until you have the situation you want. So, like, here, we'll set one up together. So we won't do something like this, but we'll do, on slot 3, we'll figure out, what's something else that you're like, what's another spot that we could, like, what's another thing that he might do?
Oh, well, you know, I was thinking about this, but maybe... If you don't mind, would you be interested in showing... I think there is a slight difference on the timing for the dare. That previous one, you had doing a dare on frame 1, gravity dare.
Yep.
Would you be willing to do a frame 2 dare?
Yeah. Yeah.
Into the same or similar setup?
Yeah, so like here. So what I've started by recording, so we have like Kirby Defender doing the right things. So... like here, like we'll do this by frame though, so let's see here. So he should shield in a moment. Actually, you know what, we'll do this in frame by frame to be like with Kirby as well, just to be consistent. So oh, god damn it, I have him on record, don't I? Whoopsie. Okay, so this means that Kirby will be like for shielding for a good amount of time as a default. That's good, that's what we want. So now we can take control of Fox and like do his actions. So this would be frame 2 dare.
Sweet.
Do you want me to fast fall him or not?
Yeah. Yeah, I think a fast fall after that first hit, that's... Precisely.
Yep. So now we have, like... So now Fox has landed. You can use the info display to know where you are in each action. So, like, I've turned the computer one on, so I can make sure that I do the L cancel into the shine properly.
Okay.
You see what I mean? So, like, I've lined that up for... So, I should have input display on. Yeah. Oh, and human and CPU. So, like, what I did there was, like, on the last frame of the dare, of the dare's L cancel, where it was, like, at 8 out of 8, that's when I input the shine. So it makes it come out on, like, the exactly when I want it to.
Gotcha.
So then, at this point, is there anything... What would we do... What do you want him to do after this?
I guess from here... Really, I guess, yeah, could we see if the wave dash forward shine would catch Kirby wave dashing away? Which I think it does, but at the same time, I think it also is just me not practicing, not using my tools enough to practice what we can, you know?
Yeah, so like what we now have to do at this point is because we have the defender doing something, like we have like because we have the defender like we have Fox done like set up to do the attack input properly. So now what we're doing is now we are doing Kirby's turn, like Kirby with the counterplay.
Right.
So as you'll see, I can also tell you right away that like this is not going to this is going to work if we do like I got a sideways one. God damn it. Dead zone. Oh, I hate the dead zone. Okay, it's fine. So we are here. 2, 3. So yeah, cool. 1, 2, 3. So then 3, and then it should be here. Oh wait, that's between the dare. You want to know if it like does it on the between the shine, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I need to wait until this. I'm actually gonna save it here so we don't have to do all that again. Because what I've done there is I've used the right on the D-pad to like save at this point, even though the recording will like still play from the beginning. So 2. So the cool thing here is like we know it will, and I'll tell you why. So we're both in our jump squat right now. You see how like we're both in state landing. So state landing in this case is talking about like jump squat. So what this means is because this is like basically, but this just happens before characters take off. So we're on 0, which is it starts at 0. So we're on 1. He's on 1, right? I'm sorry, he's on 2. This means that he's going to come out of his waveland or wave dash 1 frame before us. So we know that this will actually just work. Like if he gets us, he gets us, which makes sense because if we think about how the shine works with like shine JC grab, like shine grab versus shield grab, the shine is effectively +1 in that situation, right? The shine is effectively leaving Fox +1 when it's at full power, like it is here. So with that in mind, it stands to reason that if we're both doing the same thing out of shield and he's +1, yeah, he would get us.
So, another thing I think, that's awesome.
Does this make sense, or do I sound like I'm talking crazy?
No, that makes perfect sense.
And how he did it makes sense? Yeah. Okay. Yep.
I'm gonna practice doing that later today because I want to really be able to nail this down.
Sure. So I'll stop interrupting. What was your question?
Oh, that's okay. No, I was gonna say. So my other situation. So we were talking about up throw, up air, short hop dare approaches.
Mm-hmm.
The other, and I guess while we're on dare too, the other thing that I was thinking about with dare is that I was getting it pretty good with the practice I was doing it yesterday, but basically I was just doing one SDI input away, getting hit by the dare at any point, and it moved me far enough away that nothing else could follow up, immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Not like an instant shine wasn't working, or a grab, but he didn't have to do either of those. That was just trying to see how far away I was gonna be, to see if I could escape. And that's like a situation I'm trying to practice because, like I said, I think that, to me, it feels like Fox has so many tools that, like, picking shield isn't always the best thing to deal with a situation,
Yeah.
It's like sometimes I want to get my CC or my ASDI down, and I think, like, if I'm getting caught in the drill while I'm trying to do a CC, then I want to practice being able to get out of there. Whereas, and then the next thing that I want to really refine in my counterplay is on like a short hop or a full hop nair approach. To me, shielding on those situations doesn't feel as good.
Yeah, so I think that in general versus Fox, shielding is a bit of a bait. Like, I think with Fox, the thing you have to remember about him is that, like, at the end of the day, this game has decided, like he doesn't have long limbs. For all of his like arsenal of superpowers, one of the only ones he doesn't really have is long disjointed limbs.
Right.
And he has he's got a few standout moves that have like solid disjoints. Like his back air is a big one, his up tilt's a big one, his down tilt's a big one.
Air is crazy, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean down tilt, yeah, that's what I meant. Down tilt's crazy.
Which one? What move did you say?
Down tilt, I mean.
No, before that. What? You had a different one.
Oh, I think I said dare. I meant to say down tilt.
No, dare's pretty good.
Oh yeah, dare. It's a crazy move. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah, like again, but the thing is though, we want to like understand where he's vulnerable on his body, because these are still moves that hit fairly close to his body, and he has to move his body towards us in order for any of his like stuff to work. That is just the nature of the character. There's nothing he can do about it really. In terms of like preventing it, because like there's no innovation in the world that can change the fact that his limbs are not long. Like here, let's turn fighter collision on for, like, our moves are almost like some of our moves are almost as big as his, despite us being Kirby. Like that's, and it sounds probably crazy to say that, but like you know, yours is like nair, dare, like back air, down tilt. Like if we like compare to us, like we're not actually that outgunned. Like we are outgunned, but not that badly. So like
yeah,
and we have some like pretty good. We have some pretty solid standouts too. Like our up tilt's crazy. Our back air's like kind of meh, but up tilt, like down tilt. God, what else? We have our grab is huge. Grab. Like, it's hard to get things with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think for Kirby in this matchup, I think grab and up tilt is the key.
Agreed.
Like those are the two things that are like just Kirby needs to leverage those two strong things into as much as possible, you know.
The other thing to keep in mind is like if we look at Fox's moves hit, like they don't really cover his face. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like, he has things behind him, but, like, not in front of him. So this is where I think actually back air can be good. Because, like, aside from his up smash, which is, like, a hard call-out, and we have multiple jumps to, like, play with here, I actually think that, like, attacking him, on, like, at this 45-degree angle here is actually quite good in general.
I see, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, so, like, as part of, like, the up tilt, like, because the thing is, like, how is he gonna, like, avoid, like, how is he gonna, like, deal with, like, crouching, like, us, like, crouching and, like, up tilting and stuff? And, like, a lot of times the answer is gonna be, like, stuff like there. So then it's like, woo!
And then even before the dare, if he comes in with the dare, up tilt can beat it out.
Yeah. But, like,
up tilt can win against nair and dare pretty nicely, and so it's like, that's like one of the things I've been trying to do is like in neutral, I think that if I just used up tilt like more often,
yeah, so
I'm
like
more likely to hit with it. You know, it's like I want to be hitting him with up tilt, you know?
Yeah. So and like what I would say there to that is one of the counters he's gonna have to like up tilt is timing mix-ups. And like some of them, you know, we can respond to effectively with our grounded tools, like if he's sticking to a short hop game plan. But there are certain conveniences that come with going into the air, like the fact that you can like dash jump away from him like so, and then just kind of like come back at him with like with your back air is like quite nice when you need to like kind of like cover like if you're not sure about when he's coming in. Like the fact that this has like so much less end lag is like kind of nice sometimes. Yeah, there's also like there's utility of this against like full hop tools. Like I would just say that like don't like. While it's true that up tilt and grab are like very good combo starters, like well they get things off the ground basically. Like one creates a knockdown, the other one gets a combo, and those are super important. But like don't discount the value of just like I would really strongly urge you not to discount the value of just like a solid chunky hit versus Fox.
Right, and like that bear, I think that's something we talked about before. Like hitting Fox with a bear puts him at a nice percent range. One thing that I'm really trying to find the nice way to line up is like the landing hit of forward air. Knocks him down at 0. We can double tap to hit to beat CC.
Yeah.
It's really nice. It's a nice move. So like I've been working on like figuring out some not weird, but just different timings that I can throw out a dare.
You mean a fair?
I mean a forward air.
Yeah, so like I would almost say that like something like this makes some amount of sense.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah,
and you were showing me the other day that we can do just 2 fairs, like a full hop fair in and then landing fair. And that hit to me is like really nice. It's juicy.
Well, what I like about this is that like you can kind of like defend your space with like the part like the start of it, and then like fall if you see like a good interaction, And then if not, then like, because we're Kirby, we can just turn our back to them.
Right. And that full hop fair like that is really nice. Like if Fox comes in for a full hop approach, we can stuff it out. If he doesn't do an instant nair, like he'd have to do his nair way early, you know?
Yeah.
Like, so we can stuff that out really nicely. Or like if we're calling someone like moving up to a platform or something.
Yeah,
you know?
like the cool thing here is like the other thing here is like while we go up with this fair, like we don't have to like necessarily like we don't necessarily have to do it like with that kind of drift. Like we can also do it like floating back, because like again, like the big thing here is like we're not even trying to like we're not really trying to like hit Fox with like the run going up, really. It's just like to guard space. So like we could also use our double jumps to stay in the air and like look for it later, you know what I mean?
True. Yeah, I don't really do that at all. I don't like to hang around with, and I'm not saying I don't want to explore it. I'm just saying I don't do it, you know.
Right. But like what I'm getting here is like I think that we need to be like with floaties in general, like we're so there, especially if we're at kill percent, but we need to find something. Like the ground is so dangerous for us. Like it's so easy for us to get like grabbed and just like die, like or get like knocked over and then grabbed and just like die to like drill or whatever. So I feel like it's worth. I feel like it's worth exploring, like, because I think that like that's one of the big things that's changed about like the Puff Fox matchup. If we use that kind of as a comparison point, and I get they're different, but like I feel like Hungrybox just decided one day that he was never gonna land next to Cody or like next to like another Fox player. When he's at kill percent. And I feel like that's worked out really well for him. And I get that like Jigglypuff has the air mobility to support that, and we don't, but like I do think that there is some wisdom in just like not giving Fox like not playing in spots where Fox can up smash us like quite as often when we're at like the up smash percent, you know? Like let's make him actually like really work for it.
So I think about that too in terms of like, yeah, we don't have the drift, you know, to go horizontally like I wish we could, but the other thing that we do have is that our first two double jumps actually put us up pretty high, where it makes Fox, like if Fox wants to come hit you like when you're way up there, especially near the ledge, and this kind of gives us, it's
like up here,
he's not going to jump way up there and like do what, you know, come in with a nair and then fall down. He's got to use a double jump, you know what I mean? So it is relatively safe in terms of like, we actually get up pretty high quickly, or I should say relatively quickly. It's still Kirby, but like one thing that I like is that we're out here. That's our danger zone, you know, like that's where we can get conversions, you know, and it's like, especially combined with like the nice ledge dash, like being able to retreat to ledge. And I've been finding that a lot too, is like, especially like I was saying, if we get hit by like the up throw up air, or if I SDI out, and then what? It's like sometimes I'll just use 4 jumps to drift back to the ledge.
Yeah.
You know, just drift back over there and then come down and grab ledge. You know, like I'm not trying to land on a platform and get bared. I'm not trying to take any more damage right now, you know?
No, that makes perfect sense. Again, like we have 5 jumps, we might as well use them, right?
Yeah, I can sort of slowly make my way over there.
Exactly.
And kind of put Fox into a position where he wants to gamble or not. And that's a read on Foxes that I hope, like, I want to know too. Like, sometimes I need to know if the Fox is crazy. Is he unhinged? Is he going to come out here? Or is he just going to, like, shoot lasers at center and not approach at all? And let me back for free, basically, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, that's all well and good. If the Fox doesn't want to risk it, then... Because, like, in that situation, too, I'm looking to Kerbicide you, you know? Like,
yeah, no, we
if
like...
you come near me...
We want him to die.
Right. He can die there, you know? It's like... But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm saying, is, like, I feel like that works. And I think that, like... The only reason I don't play that way, especially, is, like, I feel like I want for Kirby to be a little more... Like, I want to... Especially, like, if I have a lead... Like, I want to be able to leverage that into more, you know? And I think that it's not working on some Foxes. So I should probably explore it more. Just to mix in, you know? I feel like I don't do that at all.
Well, one thing about Kirby is, like, because his crouch is so low, like, standing lasers don't even hit him. Like, the Fox... Yeah. Like, the Fox has to, like, shoot, like, short hop double lasers, I think, to just, like, get one... hit on you to have one of them connect, or like shoot like low like short hop laser. Like he has to actually aim them, which is I think I think that there's value in just making him like have to put so much, like, attention is a finite resource. There's only so much focus we can place on like everything we're doing, and I think that like shooting lasers low is a skill that foxes usually don't there's no reason for them to know how to do that. I think that making them have to like do things like that while you like fuck around with your movement, or like you know, approach, like grab the edge, like maybe I will, maybe I won't. Like I think there is value in just getting them to like tunnel, like really like zoom in on like some largely irrelevant part of the matchup.
Yeah.
Like I think like this is like, you know, top, like maybe Cody will probably be unfazed by this because he can do anything, but like
right.
You know, I think that for mere mortals it is worth it to like test them on like their ability to like adapt to something that maybe they haven't seen before, and see if you can like find exploitable things that like you can pull out of them that way.
Right.
I remember, like, as Ness on ranked, like, when I was, like, fighting, like, the odd Diamond Fox, like, back when I was still grinding ranked, like, every now and then I'd whip out Magnet. It's not it's not a good move, like, it sucks, it's bad, but, like, right. At the same time, like, some Foxes, like, they see the Magnet once, and they get, like, they see me heal 8 damage, and they're like, excuse me? Like, how dare you? Like, and they come over and try, like, they come over with, like, a murder, like, with the urge to kill, with, like, bloodlust. And then exactly. and then I like fair them into grab, and I'm like, yeah, let's go. Like, right. Please do that right. More. Like again.
Perfect. Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. So with that in mind, I want to be mindful of the time because you haven't actually sent over those VODs yet.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, you know, to be honest, if we even just did 20 more minutes of this, I'd be so happy.
Okay, cool. It is more to make sure that you are aware of it. So like, if this is more beneficial, that's fine. But like, yeah.
All right, here. I will send those out just in case.
Mm-hmm.
That's match 1, match 2, match 3.
No, it might be good actually. If we take a look at these games, like we don't have to like stop them like super, like we don't have to like straight up stop our conversation, but we could like maybe point out spots where some of these things come up.
Sure.
Because I think that would be like, I think that there's talking about it, but there's also like we want to have like, you know, we want to have like good practical information too.
Yeah.
So yeah, let me get that set up and then I'll share my screen.
Okay.
Hell yeah. God.
So yeah, my other situation is on the short hop or the full hop nair approaches from Fox.
Okay.
Those tend. I think there's a range where I can CC strong hit nair.
Mm-hmm.
And then get a conversion into a grab. And there's a range where I can't, and I'm gonna lab that out eventually too. Like there's a certain range.
So wait, are you talking about like early game? Like there's an early game % range where you can't do it?
Yes. Like I'm getting hit by like the weak hit nair.
I know what's going on there. That's just Sakurai angle. Do you know?
It's a Sakurai angle. That's what I thought, and it's basically ruining the.
Oh, just down tilt.
It's ruining the.
So instead of crouch canceling, just down tilt. When you're in that, like, it's probably like a range like 10 damage or something.
Yeah.
So like, just do a down tilt instead of just straight up crouching, and then you'll just ASDI down.
ASDI down beats it, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because like what's happening during the crouch cancel ones is that you are crouch canceling, which is then causing your character, like, crouch canceling is basically reducing the knockback of a move and the hit lag of the move on you to 2/3. Like, that's what it is doing. But, like, but the key mechanic that's happening that makes a lot of, like, the counter hits possible is the ASDI down floor hug. So, like, your character, like, during the during knockback is lifted off the ground, but then you're also, like, automatic smash DIing back to the ground, which is why you're holding down. And then because the knockback is not enough to move the character more than, like, the 3 units you get of ASDI, like, the 3 units that you get of ASDI down, like, movement, your character just snaps back to the ground and it goes through auto cancel. So, like, it effectively reduces the stun to 4 frames. The problem with that, though, is that in order to do that, the move has to have vertical knockback. And with Sakurai angles, below a certain threshold, they do not have vertical knockback. They only hit forward. So because of that, so that is what's going on. So it's just like, yeah, just do literally anything when you're in crouch during those ranges. Like that's it. I love that. Okay, let's talk about, like, I see something. So when you hit this fair at the edge, what's your plan after this?
Yeah, that's I've been looking for that. I want to see for the double jump.
Okay. So
because he's actionable from the slide off.
Yeah. So
and
like.
Then, yeah, exactly. That.
So you go for down tilt, but I assume you thought he'd like do something else, right?
Right. Sometimes I think foxes like to do like a shine stall first in that situation, maybe being unfamiliar, and see what's going on.
How do you feel about?
I think definitely the better thing would be to just do a full hop into like a fair or a bear or something right there.
Yeah. See, I'm thinking back air, and the reason I'm thinking back air is because we can kind of go like this. We can kind of like go like this and fall down, which means we can.
Yeah.
Yeah. And by facing away, we're also able to grab the edge.
This is a situation too where I think, this situation is so nice for Kirby.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is one of those situations I'm trying to leverage into the most damage possible, into the most like uncomfortable situation for Fox possible.
Mm-hmm.
Because I like how we're forcing a double jump, you know, kind of, because he could just fall down, grab ledge, you know.
No, well, if he's holding down for like anything, which he probably is, if he got that hit trajectory, then he is going to miss that because he's holding down. So I wouldn't worry so much about that. That is it's very unlikely to me. That's unlikely. What's way more likely is that he like the pathways back for him that I see here there's two of them. So like he could go here, he could jump up here like he did, or he could go out here, jump back, and then illusion, like this. Like that makes some amount of that path makes some amount of sense too. We'll use a different color for that one actually. We'll use this one. Yeah, so he could go here, here, and then boom, or he could do something, or he could go. I feel like it's unlikely, but he could also he could go lower than that, and then double jump to sweet spot the edge, so like here to here.
Yep.
And then the other one is up B.
Covers that, yeah.
Okay, cool. So the question here is so this is why I kind of like the back air, the full hop back air as a compliment, like full hop or short hop back air as a compliment. I actually think I like short hop more, because with short hop back air you kind of move in this motion, right?
Right.
So like what I like here is that because of the platform above us, we can still like double jump back air, like up. Kind of like this way. You see what I mean? If we see the double jump, or if we're covering it, and then if he's going for the edge, we can just fall to it. So we're actually covering like two options here, kind of.
And I like this a lot too because do you mind playing the clip a little longer? I was going to see where he lands.
Yeah, not at all. So like here, let's go.
Yeah. Catch him down tilting. Okay. All right. He does a air dodge in. Yeah, so one thing I like is if he lands on the platform, I'm happy with that too because we also get short hop up air.
Yeah, you just did the thing I'm telling you to do. Watch. Yeah. So I think that one simple change here to this spot, after you see that air dodge, that this should be an up tilt.
Yeah, you're right. He's in knockdown % for up tilt.
Yeah, we're also actionable, we're actionable here, and it's, so when do you think Fox is actionable here? How long do you think how long do you have to hit him when he lands, do you figure?
He's got 10 frames after he lands, right?
Yep, so the thing is,
dodge?
Yeah, and your up tilt hits on 4, so the thing, up tilt is so free here, because there's no way, there's no way that he can possibly avoid it, because he's just already, this air, you missed the L cancel here. I don't know if you noticed that, but even with that missed L cancel, you are still actionable 1 frame before he hits the ground, which means that you have 7 frames of error ish, 7 frames of error to hit him here.
Just do an up tilt.
Yep.
Right. My panic option is go for a grab, not a panic option, but just sort of a
your go-to. See.
Yeah.
So this is why
Mix me up on that.
Well, what I wanted to say is this is why I like the short hop back air setup, because think about how you would be following his motion. Think about how the follow looks differently if you do short hop there.
Right.
So you see what I mean, right? Because we're using our high short hop to align with this, and get to about here. So if he illusions up, we just double jump bear. If he illusions down, we just falling bear.
just need to do a short hop and not a full hop. I do like a full hop, double jump, and I'm way too high. Yeah.
Yeah, and like the thing is, you're facing forward too, so I don't know what you realistically think you're like. I don't know what you're going for here, but like by you jumping forward to me is like that is. I feel like the jumping forward for the edge guard in that spot is kind of a no-no unless you're like reading the up B or something.
Right. So I think that I can get away with one thing that I think, especially on an illusion, if we're covering for the illusion, that reverse bear works.
It does. Head on. Yeah, it would because the illusion starts behind them. But I'm just, again, the big thing with Fox is I always want I want to be able to potentially grab the edge in case he wants to go for it because he can go for the edge from a lot of recovery positions, right? So like by turning around, you get access to that, and turning around doesn't cost you all that much. Like it's a frame, 2, 5 if you're like super slow.
See that up tilt? That's what I'm talking about. That's like.
That was like, yeah, no, this was a nasty up tilt.
Catches his nair.
Yeah, you just kind of like walled him out.
You gotta love it.
Interesting.
I'm slowly moving away from ever using up B as an edge guard.
So actually, this was interesting. So like, I actually think this could have worked, but like we just kind of like this to me is a kind of a 50-50.
Yeah.
So like, if you do this. I almost want to land on the platform and shoot it, like, higher.
Yeah.
Because we're starting on the ground, and I feel like... It's cheese. Like, it's obviously, like, you know... But I feel like we could, like, potentially trick him. That said, if you're not going to do a B here, what would you do?
Yeah, if I could do it again, right, it's like... I think just not up Bing and just watching where he goes. And then... Because the up B lets him back to the stage... And I get lucky with that back air when he lands on the platform, and I shield poke him. But like, honestly, like it's happens to me all the time with down smash too. It's like there's so much end lag after the move that I commit to a down smash or an up B here, and then it's like I'm scrambling for a follow up because I made the wrong call. Instead, I could just react to which direction the Firefox is moving to.
Yeah, like you could grab the edge. Like so, I think the plan is here we grab the edge. We ledge hop, back air, auto cancel onto this. Like we ledge hop, back air onto the stage to like cover these angles. If he's like on react, we cover these angles and then we just like hop up and like full hop up or something.
Right. And I think the up air that's really the trick too, because like in this situation, the bear shield pokes him. Up air would have short hop up air would have absolutely shield poked him.
Oh no, I want to hit him out of this. So like
yeah.
So what I'm saying here is like what I want to do is I want to like ledge hop back here onto the stage to like cover these angles like indiscriminately, and then and then full hop up here in case like at the end of it.
No, that's good. Yeah, that's good.
Here, we'll mark that one down. Like, well, this one's worth a diagram. So, like, what I'm saying here is instead of doing this, like, and I'll give you this because this is yours. No, I love the pictures, love the diagrams. So let's see here. So we got this.
Yeah. So this type of thing is so helpful for me. It's so useful. The
images, yeah, no, everyone's visual. I've learned every single player is a visual learner, and that's fine because I mean, so am I. But so, like, he has basically, like, 3 cardinal directions in this situation. He can go up, like, he can do some kind of up, he can go forward, or he can do, like these, it's, like, somewhere in the, like, and he ends around here. So, like, this is his recovery path. It's gonna go to about here, and, like, it's just one of these. So, with that in mind, what I'm saying with Kirby, like, the whole idea with Kirby is that, like, we are going here. We are going to ledge hop to about here. So, like, our path goes to about... here to here, and the idea is that we want our hitbox to be out covering like this zone. Like the whole idea here is that like this zone here is not a recovery zone on this bear. So then from here, once we're on stage, we then just head up to like from here, we then head up to like the top, to the side platform. And I would actually say just full hop up here because the idea is that we're trying to hit him. We're trying to hit him like here. Basically, we're trying to place the up air hitbox like where before he actually is falling, so that we can actually just like get the kill like legitimately. We don't actually want to fuck around with like him with like his shield if we don't have to. The other thing I'd add here is, depending on how you do, like, timing here matters a lot. And the reason for that is because depending on when you grab the edge, you might not even have to do the back air. You might be able to see that he's going slightly up on reaction, because which means that then you don't have to do... Actually, he drops a bit before it being, so he's really more like starting from here. But, yeah, which changes things slightly, whatever. I'm just going to use this because it's simple.
Oh, I understand, yeah.
Yeah, so, like, what I would say here is that because he then, like, if we... It's about here, I'd say that we can react to, like, which way he's going. Like, it's around, like, this is, like, the, like, reactable. This is what makes it reactable, the fact that he's coming in from so far away. So if we see that he's then going up, we sometimes can just, like, wave land on instead of doing the back air. So, like, this is timing on timing for when he's moving. When he is about to move.
So I love this situation too. I was talking about it with the guys when we did the Fox matchup discussion last time. Because like sometimes I feel like just grabbing ledge is so threatening for Fox because I feel like that's the 50-50. Like he's either going to go above the ledge or he's going to just grab it. You know?
Yeah. Well,
it's like I feel like there's no. Yeah, there's more nuance than that, but you know what I mean?
Well, no. So like what I would say there is. It's not really truly a 50-50 in some cases, though. Like, sometimes you actually can cover everything. The other thing I'd comment is, like, with the setup that I'm suggesting there is, I think you actually can just cover everything there. That's why I'm telling you to do it, like, in the order that it happens. Because think about it. If he grabs the edge, the up B effectively ends sooner. Because he's skipping the remaining, like, travel frames, right? So, that is why we're, like, setting up our edge guard as covering the edge first, because if we grab the edge at a timing where we can react to him coming at the edge from afar and roll up, then that means that means effectively he is dead on that outcome. So that means that the only things left for us to really cover are going straight, like going on towards the floor of the stage, and going high. But the thing about going high is that going high is also has the most quote-unquote end frames because it has free fall time. So what we're doing is we're covering the things that happen first. Like the things that end soonest are being covered first with like grabbing the edge, the ledge hop onto the stage with possible back air. And then the only thing that's left is the high recovery, which has the free fall to give us extra time to work with.
Right.
Do you see what I mean? Like it's all just order of operations. It's just like these things happen like in his recoveries have a certain structure to them based on like how he travels. So we're just covering the things that were the places where he'd be a problem first. On that one, I would say what direction do you think you're smash DIing?
So I think that I'm smash DIing to the left. Like up left.
Yeah.
But to me, that's what I mean. It's like I feel like I just flat out missed it.
Okay.
Like, I don't even think I get an SDI input there, but
I think you got one. But he's the thing is like that's the thing about this is you see like how he's traveling, right? So he's traveling really, really far to the left.
Yep.
So I would almost
go the other direction.
Yeah, I almost want to go up here. Because, like, if we look at his start, like, where he was, so, like, let's just frame advance a bit. Actually, he kind of, like, stops a little bit. I think we could actually just go to the right. I mean, so go to the left. I think that going to the right is actually bait. Yeah, never mind, I'm wrong. But, like, you see what I mean? Like, it's more of so I think we just missed it, you're right. But you see what I mean by with, like, it's about, like, understanding, like, where he is going and, like, how he's traveling as well. Like, that's a really important part of, like, defense versus this character.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's like there's that short hop drill into a grab. It's like I feel like that situation, like I do a short hop bear in on his shield, and he does a counter short hop dare. And in that situation, it's like I feel like I should be more used to recognizing that I'm getting hit by the drill. Like he hits me from the top of drill.
So
and I want to try to get an SDI input or two away from him to the right.
Yeah, so I would agree. Like, I think that recognizing that makes sense, but one thing I would comment here is that, like, there's a bit of, like, so I'm confused as to why we went for the bear in this way. So, like, what are you trying to get out of this bear?
So, realistically, nothing happens after the bear, right? So, just, like, a little percent.
No, but I mean, like, what is it, like, so are you stopping him from moving? Are you controlling space? Like, what's the plan here?
Yeah, I think that's the plan. Is just try to get some percent and try to maintain center stage.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, I have somebody at 7, so we'll have to wrap this up. But
yeah, that's okay.
One thing I would comment, to me, this is a very middling bear. What I mean by that is that, like, it is a bear that is trying to both pressure him, but also, like, but it's trying to pressure him while also trying to control space and prevent him from, like, moving out of shield. And, like, I feel like we are trying to do too much with this. Because we've kind of, like, wound up, like, doing a bear at a high, what? Give me 3 minutes. So it winds up being at this timing where it's not particularly good at it doesn't really have much frame advantage on the shield. We also fast fall into him. Or, like, sorry, we fast fall in place, which keeps us in his range. Like, he could have grabbed us out of this.
Right.
So, like, I would say...
Yeah, the spacing wasn't right either, yeah.
Yeah, because, like, the fast fall has killed our drift. So, like, if it were me, and again, this is me, if I were doing, like, attack, like, if I were Kirby here, what I would want to do is, let's have him do, can I make him do grab? Okay, nair is fine. So I would be, like, I would just try to, like, use my drift here, like, to move, like, away from him like that. See what I mean?
Instead of fast falling.
Yeah. Because it's like, you wind up being, like, pretty safe on shield anyway. You could also do, like, a delayed fast fall, like that. Like, oh no, never mind. I swear that you can. Never mind. Or, if it, like, okay, so, like, that's the spacing version. Like, you kind of, like, we're kind of, like, just kind of, like, drifting in and kind of, like, drifting out, you know what I mean? And we're not, like, leaving ourselves, like, terribly open, because we're using the space to protect ourselves. But, and then the flip side is, yeah, that would be the other one.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because like this, if you've already convinced Fox to hold block next to you,
right.
I feel like then that to me is a way that we can capitalize. So yeah. So like I would say like one takeaway I would say is like avoid middling bears. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Kirby pressure. So like avoid avoid middling bears. Use this, either control the space using the space, or plus drift, or pressure him with a low one.
Because I feel like I don't use a lot of drift to my advantage, like drifting away, where I could be, especially like with the wall of a bear out, before I ever hit his shield, just drifting away with it.
Yeah, like, you don't even have to hit his shield necessarily. Like, just, like, putting it in, like, annoying spots around him is, like, very, very strong in general. So, like, I might even say, like, yeah, general concept, attacking around the enemy shield to control space is good. I would say, like, general concept, too. Like, the one we talked about, too, is, like, going into the air and hanging out there. So you can look for fares on the way down. And then like we had the full hop bear cross up example, and then the full hop fare plus optional DJ fare example is example too.
Yeah.
Cool. Is there anything else you want us to add to the takeaways before I head out, or do you think that's anything you want to?
I don't think so.
Okay, perfect. If you had changes, just. Perfect. Boilerguy, I'm gonna let you go, but take care and keep fighting the good fight. Bye.
Bye.